after 3 years of marriage.
And in sports, Manchester United to host Liverpool in FA Cup fourth round.
Details of these and more after this break. I am Omoye Ogbeide. The federal government has signed a contract for work to begin on the Kano-Maradi-Kano-Duse Railway project. Minister of Transportation Chibike Amechi disclosed this on Monday, adding that the contractor, Motor Engil Group, also pledged to build a university for the country as part of its corporate social responsibility. Recall President Muhammadu Buhari at the Federal Executive Council meeting approved the $1.959 billion contract for the rail line. Amechi said the 248-kilometer rail line is expected to aid the transportation of crude oil from the West African country. A Minister of State for Health, Olorunibe Mamora, said the ongoing National Identification Number enrollment may be suspended over COVID-19 risk. Mamora also urged the National Identity Management Commission to go back to the drawing board and reorder the enrollment process to avoid large crowds at its centers nationwide. The minister, who is a member of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, said the government has a duty to ensure Nigerians comply within the limit of what is good for the society as large. Recall NIMC workers embarked on strike last Thursday over exposure to COVID-19 risk, lack of personal protective equipment, and poor funding. The workers, however, called off the industrial action some 24 hours later. The federal government, through the Nigerian Communication Commission, had ordered the telecommunications companies to deactivate telephone lines of subscribers who failed to link their phones to their national identity number. It also said telcos subscribers with NIN have till January 19 as deadline to link their NIN with their SIM cards, while subscribers without NIN have until February 9th to do so. And the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 said travels, reopening of schools, businesses, and religious centers contributed to the rise in coronavirus cases in Nigeria. Chairman of the PTF and Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, made this known on Monday during a media briefing in Abuja. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control said confirmed cases of coronavirus have risen to 100,087 in the country. According to data available on NCDC's website on Monday, this is coming 45 weeks after the country recorded its first COVID-19 case on February 27, 2020. The agency also said out of the total 100,087 COVID-19 cases, 80,030 patients have been discharged, while 1,358 are dead. And the National Institute of Pharmaceutical Research and Development said Nigeria has not been progressing rapidly in the local research efforts towards developing vaccines to fight COVID-19 because of poor funding. While warning the federal government to exercise caution and weigh all options before purchasing any of the vaccines for fighting coronavirus, the organization raised fears that medicine security threat level in Nigeria was still very high, adding that prioritizing of local products and funding for research would help conquer the threats. The Director General and Chief Executive Officer of NIPRD, Dr. Obi Adigwe, who stated these during a press conference in Abuja on Monday, lamented that lack of adequate funding was robbing the agency of opportunity to showcase the potentials and capacity of its professionals. According to him, none of the corporate organizations or philanthropists approached for funding assistance responded positively. And the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has suspended the ongoing screening of applicants for recruitment due to the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic. NDLEA's spokesman, Deputy Commander of Narcotics, Jonah Achema, disclosed this in a statement on Monday in Abuja. Achema said the screening suspension was based on strict compliance with the directive of the Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami. The agency had on January 8th released the list of shortlisted candidates. The candidates, numbering 5,000, were due to appear at the agency's academy, Citadel Counter Narcotics Nigeria, Carton Ricos, Jos, for screening and documentation between January 10 and January 23rd. Pensioners under the ages of College of Education Ikire Ekiti Pensioners Association have lamented that 27 years unpaid pension and gratuity by the Ekiti state government. They said the situation had brought untold hardship to them, as more than 150 of its members have died without enjoying the fruits of their labor after waiting endlessly for their pension and gratuity. Speaking with newsmen in Akure on behalf of the pensioners, the former librarian of the school and secretary of the association, Matthew Popola, said despite the judgment of the National Industrial Court compelling the Ekiti state government to pay the pension and gratuities of the pensioners, the state government has failed to honor the judgment. He appealed to Governor of the state, Kayode Fayemi, and the Ekiti state government to honor the court judgment and put a smile on the faces of the old men and women who had worked for the development of the state in the past. And coming up in a moment, DSS raises alarm over plots to incite religious violence, attack worship centers. These and more when we come back.
KUFM. At split seconds, there is a lot happening around us, but we can't be everywhere all the time. We've got work, families, and chores to cater to, and most importantly, time to rest. And that's why having reliable partner like KUFM News is important. Sleeping? We don't. We work round the clock, bringing you stories as they break from Nigeria and across the world. We would stop at nothing to keep you informed, because KUFM News is all about you and stories that affect you. Politics, business, human interests, sports, entertainment, just name it. We've got you covered. KUFM News. Timely, precise, spot on.
Welcome back. The Department of State Services has raised an alarm about an alleged plot to incite religious violence across the country. In a statement on Monday, the DSS Public Relations Officer, Dr. Peter Afunaya, disclosed that the plot was being sponsored by some persons in collaboration with external forces. Afunaya said they intend to incite religious violence in states such as Sokoto, Kano, Kaduna, Plateau, Rivers, Oyo, and Lagos, as well as those in the southeast. He said part of the plan is to cause inter-religious conflicts, as well as use their foot soldiers to attack some worship centers, religious leaders, personalities, as well as key and vulnerable points. The statements added that Nigerians are advised to be wary of these antics and shun all divisive tendencies aimed at inciting or setting them against one another. The DSS spokesman gave an assurance that the service will collaborate with other security agencies to ensure that public order was maintained in all parts of the country. He also warned those hashing such evil plots to desist from them in the interest of peace, security, and development of the nation. And the convener of Revolution Now protest, Omoyele Sowore, has been granted bail in the sum of 20 million naira with two shorty in like sum. The magistrate Binta Bello, who gave the ruling, said one of the witnesses must be a civil servant who must not be less than grade level 12 and must reside within Abuja. Sowore was also asked not to leave the Federal Capital Territory and must always report to the FCT court registrar every Mondays and Fridays pending the hearing and determination of the suit. Peter Williams, Sanyolu Juwon, Emmanuel Bulus, and Damilare Adenola, who were also defendants in the suits, were also granted bail in the sum of 1 million naira each and must also produce a surety in like sum. The court could not sit during the last hearing due to failure of the police to produce Sowore in court. Sowore and 4 others were arrested in the early hours of January 1st, 2021 for allegedly inciting the public against the federal government at what is described as an unlawful assembly. And residents of Boni local government area of Rivers State on Monday protested on the island over incessant attacks and killings by pirates on their waterways for many years. The protesters were mostly youth residents in Boni Island, said the most recent of the attacks was on January 5th, 2021, when two indigents drowned in the river after pirates attacked their boats. They added that the pirates, after the attack, made away with valuables from the passengers and asked them to jump into the high sea. Meanwhile, the Rivers State government in July 2019 launched a special security initiative codenamed Operation Sting, in which patrol vehicles and gunboats were donated to security agencies to tackle violent crimes on roads and waterways in the state. Last week, the Rivers State Police Command also deployed 366 special constabularies to various localities for its community policing initiative. The Boni protesters, however, insist that there has been no improvement in the security situation in Boni. And two army sources told newsmen on Monday that 13 soldiers have died in an ambush by jihadist fighters from the Islamic State in northeastern Nigeria. Heavy gunfire and rocket-propelled grenades hit a military convoy in Ganzagana village, 30 kilometers from Damaturu, the Yobe State capital, on Saturday. The Nigerian Army said in a statement issued late Sunday that one of its soldiers had died and 28 jihadists had been neutralized. The convoy was headed for a military base in Buni Yadi, another 20 kilometers from Damaturu. The ISWAP group carries out regular attacks in Buni Yadi region on soldiers and travelers, with the violence spilling over into Borno State. Since 2009, the jihadist campaign in northeast Nigeria has focused on Borno, where the Boko Haram group is also active. And the former military administrator of Benue and Kano states, Colonel Aminu Kotangora, is dead. He is said to have died in the early hours of Monday in Abuja. Colonel Kotangora was reported to have died of coronavirus complications. The late Kotangora was a former governorship aspirant under the platform of the People's Democratic Party in 2015. The 65-year-old stakeholder was seen by many politicians as a role model. And coming up in a moment in entertainment news, former Destiny's Child member Latoya Lockett announces divorce after 3 years of marriage. This and more on Entertainment Dex. It's not a news break on KU 92.7 FM Benin City. Some entertainment stories. Singer Latoya Lockett has announced she is divorcing her husband, Tomikos Walker, after 3 years of marriage. The former Destiny's Child member, 39, made the announcement on Instagram on Monday night, along with a family photo of the couple and their two children, son Tyson, 4 months, and daughter Gianna, 2. Walker, 40, also shared a similar message on his Instagram. The couple went public with their romance in August 2017 when Lockett revealed their engagement, and they tied the knot that December. This is Lockett's second marriage. She was previously married to motivational speaker Rob Hillman in 2016. The marriage only lasted for a reported 2 months before it was annulled. And Nollywood actress Omoni Oboli has lost her mother-in-law. The movie star took to her Instagram page on Monday, where she announced the passing of the family's matriarch. Her husband, Nnamdi Oboli, also took to his account to pay tribute to his mother and express his sorrow at her demise. And that's it from entertainment. And in sports, Manchester United to host Liverpool in FA Cup 4th round. This and more on Sports News.
morning. English Premier League rivals Manchester United and Liverpool will meet at Old Trafford in the fourth round of the FA Cup later this month. The draw that was conducted yesterday saw non-league side Chorley host Premier League club Wolverhampton Wanderers after beating a depleted Derby County 2-0 in the third round. League 2 side Cheltenham Town are set to welcome Pep Guardiola's Manchester City to Warden Road. Jose Mourinho's Tottenham will face welcome Wanderers at Adams Park, while Chelsea welcome Championship outfits Luton Town to Stamford Bridge. Crawley Town, who celebrated a famous 3-0 win over Leeds United on Sunday, will travel to Championship side AFC Bournemouth, while Arsenal will meet either Southampton or Shrewsbury Town. The fourth round matches will be played the weekend of 23rd to 24th of January. And finally, the CAF Confederation Cup second leg between Nigeria's Rivers United and South Africa's Bloemfontein Celtic has been rescheduled for the weekend of 22 to 24th January. The last 32 tie will now be played in a neighboring country to Nigeria, which has more lenient COVID-19 protocols for travelers arriving from the former apartheid nation. Originally, the match should have been played on 6th January in the Nigerian city of Port Harcourt, but the South African side were not able to travel to the West African country due to the strict coronavirus regulations by the Nigerian government. According to South African Football Association SAFA, the decision to reschedule the match comes after the federation reached out to CAF to seek guidance on the matter following Celtic's initial appeal to the Nigerian FA and the Nigerian government, which was turned down. The Nigerian Football Federation NFF are to decide and communicate the venue, date, kick-off time, and the approval of the Neutral Host Association by 12th January 2021 at the latest. Rivers United lead the tie 2-0 after the first leg, with the overall winners progressing to play Champions League losers, Enyimba International of Nigeria in the playoffs to qualify for the group stage of the Confederation Cup. And that's sports news on KUFM's News Break. My name is Ewusa Agrika, and back to you, Omoye.
And that's the news, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Federal government signs contract for Kano Niger Republic Rail. PTF says travels, school reopening caused COVID-19 second wave surge. DSS raises alarm over plots to incite religious violence, attack worship centers. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. Do not forget you can listen to us anywhere in the world by visiting our website at www.kufm.net or download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. We are also live on YouTube at KUFM Nigeria, and you can also listen to us on RadioGarden.com. KUFM's News Break was produced by Lebedum Asagwaram. I am Amaya Agbaide saying thanks for listening. Good morning.
Better take my life if I'm not telling the truth. My word is all I got. But I'll never break you too. Your heart I'll never break you too. Baby, look me in my face. Your precious time I'm not gonna waste. Oh, yeah. Wanna kiss on your neck while I grab on your waist, love. Let's take our time, this is not a race, no. Tranquility is what you bring. Hey. Your friends think this is just a play. Ay, they see you glowing, it's not blame. Ay, if it's not you calling, I let it rain. Ring, ring, ring. Cause they want me, but I want you. God better take my life if you're not telling the truth. Oh yeah, my word is all I got, all I got. But I never break it up. Your heart, I'll never break it up. I don't wanna control ya. All I want to do is hold ya. Long as you're loyal, I'll do anything for ya. Baby, I swear, I swear, I swear. Baby, I swear, I swear, I swear.
Baby, come here, yeah.
They want me, but I want you. God better take my life if you're not telling the truth. I swear, I swear, I swear, girl. My word is all I got, all I got. But I'll never break it, no. Your heart, I'll never break it, no. I don't wanna control ya. All I want to do is hold ya. Long as you're loyal, I'll do anything for ya. I swear, I swear, I swear.
More music, more variety. Turn it up. 92.7.
When would you bless me? Lord, please let me know. I got a hello. One day girls go blow. Give me anointing, something will go flow. I got a hello. One day girls go blow. So Baba, shower your blessing. Oh, 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 yeah. Show me your love, oh, yeah, yeah. So Baba, shower your blessing. Oh, oh, oh. Show me your love, oh. Say make you show me your love, oh. So let me know when the money goes show. Biggie Matafaro, one day girls go flow. So let me know when the money goes show. Biggie Matafaro, one day girls go flow. Yeah, yeah. Say I won't make my mama proud. Oh no, wanna be the girl they talk about. Yeah, yeah. Say me want things for the area. Oh. Every day we dey count down for area. Oh. When would you let me know? So let me know when the money goes show. Biggie Matafaro, one day girls go blow. So let me know when the money goes show. Biggie Matafaro, one day girls go blow. So Baba, shower your blessing. Oh, 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 yeah. Show me your love, oh, yeah, yeah. So Baba, shower your blessing. Oh, oh, oh. Show me your love, oh. Say make you show me your love, oh.
More music, more variety. Turn it up.
92.7.
Lay in my bed, I'm sitting just there, like we will be young forever. I can't wait to take candy, candy, candy rain. There's a big storm in the making. Your love is the reason I hold on with no fears. No matter how long it takes, babe, there's no better love. 'Cause you were made for me, to lead me to the sun, and I'll be all the light you need. Moment we kissed the night, we found a place to lose control. Oh, oh, I'll be your favorite pusher, using your love for my pain. All I need is candy, candy, candy rain. Oh, oh, you're the sweetest candy, candy, candy rain. Oh, oh, all I need is candy, candy, candy rain. Oh, oh. Oh, you know I believe you're my destiny. You're all I need. Oh, I know this. I belong to you. You belong to me. We got all we need. No, it's glad to see it. All I need is candy, candy, candy rain. Oh, oh, you're the sweetest candy, candy, candy rain. Oh, oh, all I need is candy, candy, candy rain. Oh, oh, you're the sweetest candy, candy, candy rain. Oh, oh. Oh, you know I believe you're my destiny. You're all I need. I belong to you. You belong to me. We got all we need.
Another one.
This is 92.7.
Lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? I'm lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? Tell me how you love me more, and how you think I'm sexy, babe. But you don't want nobody else. You don't want this guy. You don't want that guy. You wanna touch yourself when you see me. Tell me how you love my body, and how I make you feel, babe. You wanna roll with me. You wanna hold with me. You wanna stay warm and get out of the cold with me. I just love to hear you say it. It makes a man feel good, babe. Tell me you depend on me. I need to hear it. I'm lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? I'm lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? Baby, you're the perfect shape. Baby, you're the perfect way. Treat me like my birthday. I want it this way. I want it that way. I want it. Tell me you don't want me to stop. Tell me it would break your heart, but you love me in all my dirty. You wanna roll with me. You wanna hold with me. You wanna make eyes and know that you just love to hear you sing. It makes a man feel good, baby. I'm lost without you. Can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? I'm lost without you. Can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? 'Cause you will tell me every morning. Ooh, alright, baby. Oh yeah, oh baby, oh darling, alright, right. I'm lost without you. Can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? I'm lost without you. Can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? Ooh, yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, all right, right. Oh, baby. Oh, darling. Ooh, baby. All right, right.
Your favorite songs.
On the radio.
Yes, all the music.
This is really cool music.
Mo ti ń dúró dè ẹ́, ó tọ́dún mẹ́ta àtàbọ̀. Are we ever going to be more than just friends? You casually call me baby, ara mi wà lọ́nà, torí wọlé ní tọkàn mi hàn. For so long, too long, I've been waiting for you to feel the same. For so long, wait too long. Come on closer, let me whisper in your ear. Will you be mine? Pamela, Pamela, you're my Pamela. But you know it's meant to be. Now I'm with you.
Mo ti ń dúró dè ẹ́. It's been